Good afternoon. My name is Alina Shevtsova. I am an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. In today's Legally Speaking seminar, I would like to tell you about recent trends in processing Asylum Form I-589 by USCIS. Very recently, sometime in October of 2019, USCIS published updates on how they will be processing filed forms I-589 or form application for asylum, withholding of removal, and relief under Convention Against Torture. Specifically, they again stated that they will reject any form if it's not complete on its face. Well, to be fair, this policy has been around for years, but what's happening now takes it to a whole new level. Basically, if you leave any line blank, even though logically you don't have to complete it, the form will be rejected, the submission will be rejected, and it will be sent back to you. Of course, it can become a problem for those who submit the form I-589 before the one-year deadline, and then the application is bounced back, and now they have to resubmit, because of course there is some time between the time that USCIS receives the form, then they look at it, they realize that it's not complete according to them, and then they bounce back that form to you. So there will be some time, usually within a couple of weeks you're going to get your submission back, and at times it causes a person to miss their one-year deadline. So let me tell you what to do. Well, first of all, when you are filling out form I-589, now more than ever, every little field of that form has to be completed. If you don't have information to put in, you have to put none, N/A, not applicable. However you want to mark that field, it must be marked, okay? That's number one. Number two, when you answering questions on a form that require a narrative, description of the events, description of the story, put at least something there. Do not say that something is attached and you do not attach it. Very often people will say, see my affidavit attached, and then they will forget about attaching it. So that's going to be a problem. Everything that you're referencing as being attached must be attached. And now, if you did file your application within a one-year deadline, but the form got bounced back to you because USCIS stated it's incomplete, and usually they will provide a piece of paper where they're going to say which particular areas are incomplete. The only problem with that sometimes they don't reference everything that they believe is incomplete, and you will resubmit your case, and then they send it back to you the second time, saying now something new is incomplete. So make sure every little field is marked. So if this happened to you, that you sent your application and then it bounced back, and now your one-year deadline is missed, all you need to do is, in the relevant field in the form itself, you need to invoke the exception to the one-year deadline filing that states that you submitted your application on time, because you're going to have proof of that rejection notice that's going to be sent to you is going to state when the form was first received, sometimes it's stamped, and you're going to say that you submitted on time, but it was returned to you for incompleteness, and now you're completing the application. This new trend, as I said, developed very recently in October. Before, yes, it would be rejected as well, but for major omissions. Now, pretty much everything will cause the form to be rejected. Another trend that I've noticed is that USCIS now is offering waivers of the interview. If they believe that you're going to fall into that category of cases that they're going to deny anyway, especially if you filed your case past one-year deadline, they're going to offer you to waive the interview, and they will simply issue a notice to appear to you. Of course, in each particular case, a person has to make their decision, but I find it very, very interesting. So those are the updates regarding asylum processing in the United States, and you could read more about immigration laws and different immigration points of the United States laws and asylum specifically on our website, www.shaltsova.com.